Okay, number one is, I'm going to try to give these to you least convincing. This is the least believable, okay, all the way up to the most believable. Okay, least believable is my own testimony, okay? Here it is. It says in the Bible that in the last days, in the end times, okay, in the time just towards the end of this big transition, which is discussed in the book of Revelations, this apocalypse, okay? This apocalyptic great battle of Armageddon, okay, etc. All kinds of things are going to happen. It says that in the end times, that God is going to pour out his Spirit in his Holy Spirit to those people in the church who are believers. Not just all Christians, his believers, his faithful believers. Including, he's going to give dreams to people, and he's going to give visions to people. He's also going to speak to people, okay? These three things, all right? Visions, dreams, and he's going to speak to us, all right? Now, throughout this great apostasy, which has been going on for 30 or 40 years, progressively deeper and deeper, maybe since starting in the 1960s, okay? I would say starting from the 1950s, if someone told you that they heard the voice of God, maybe they would have been sort of a little bit cautious, okay? But there may have been many believers, especially in my country, in the United States, who may give you at least a chance to explain. All right. And there have been pastors. There have been pastors who've received dreams. Okay, I can tell you one person, A.A. Allen. A.A. Allen was one pastor who received a powerful dream about the end times, which prophesied the whole story of the coronavirus from America's perspective. He was an American pastor. The coronavirus was described to him in a dream, okay? Very vividly, very clearly. In fact, he received details about where the virus was spreading to in the largest numbers of deaths. And if you look at an animated timeline from the Center for Disease Control, it follows this dream almost exactly. All right. A.A. Allen also received, in the end part of that dream, he received two parts of the dream. One was what I believe was the coronavirus. The other part of this dream was an attack on America. And this attack was a mixture of chemical weapons and nuclear weapons. Very vivid, clearly some kind of chemical and nuclear weapons attack. Many of the technologies he described in the dream had not even been developed in the 1950s when he received this dream. And so it's a very persuasive dream that he describes technologies that are very common, very well known by the average person these days. All right. So in the end times, God is going to pour out visions, dreams, and speak to people. All right. If you go on TikTok, if you go on YouTube and just do a quick search, rapture dream, something like that, rapture dream, you will hear that there has been an explosion of Christians, just average, ordinary, everyday Christians, including children, including people who have never even touched a video recorder, and they are posting their visions or their dreams about a rapture vision or dream that they have had, because it is so powerful, so impactful, and because they feel that God is wanting them to post it, to share it. And so they're doing this out of obedience. This is not some kind of a thing where they're just trying to get clicks, right? For people to subscribe to their channel or something like that. These are just average, everyday people who are obeying God and excited about God, and they want to share what happened. All right? That is unusual. That is what's making a lot of Christians turn their ear towards the possibility that this rapture thing is on the horizon. I myself included, I had a rapture dream. My fiance Yao Chen had a rapture dream, and it was just one day apart. In her rapture dream, she didn't even know what the rapture was. She had a dream that was very characteristic of being a rapture dream, and she had no understanding of what the rapture was as described in the Bible. We hadn't arrived at that yet, and yet God gave her a dream, very vivid dream. All right, so that made me really start to wonder if it was on the horizon. All right, number two, I'm going to talk about the fig tree generation.